I can't see you. All right. Hi, guys. A very, very special day, and we've got a most special guest. My very good friend and sister, Tonto, is going to be with us this evening. So, this is going to be amazing. Her journey in politics. So, Tonto, if you're with us, say hi. Yeah. Okay. Better get that ready. Someone said, Tonto, my wife. Your wife, K. No. Tonto no be your wife, oh. Tonto let. Awesome. So while we're waiting for... Hey! Tonto looking awesome. I was about to say while we're waiting for Tonto to join, Facebook people, you people can buy stars. They start giving stars on Facebook. Tonto, you better start going to Facebook too and be collecting stars. Oh. You look so beautiful, but the light behind you is taking over your beauty. Tonto is fine today, oh. As in, yeah. Is there a way you can be in such a way that the light will not
I'll try. I'll try.
uh, you can block the light? Yes. So we want to see this beautiful face. This beautiful face that covers this intelligent mind. So the first comment somebody says is the first thing I'm going to start with. Them go chop your money for politics. Don't to address that before we even go any further.
Why is that a popular thinking? I like to know first. Why do people think like that?
I don't know. Maybe they've never been to politics. I, for instance, I almost agree with that person. Politics is somewhere where you have to spend a lot of money. Ha. Are you discouraged by that, or how do you intend to go about your
I'm not
journey?
discouraged by the phrase. Fortunately we've had 2 to 3 years to plan for this and to work towards it. So it's really not a new development to me or to the people that I am involved with. It's just new to the public.
Hmm. Hmm. So you've been nursing this for 2 years
Yeah.
minimum. Wow. So what made you even want to go into politics?
You see, the difference, I believe that you are one person who actually knows me beyond social media, know my character, know me, very well. And something you would actually pick up from me anytime we meet is I'm very passionate about things. And when I'm passionate about them, I I don't tend to sit. I tend to work. I tend to act. Um, Same with the COVID-19 era when the country was in the pandemic. The pandemic was happening and everything, and I had to stand up and I had to do what I had to do. It's because I had a passion for it. Now, um, I just think that it's too much of us, the youth, sitting down, lounging on our couches, probably venting our angers through social media, and that's where it ends. Why I would applaud that, and I would say that's a very good step. I do not believe that it ends in social media. You see, we cannot, the change that we want to effect, the change that we want to see would not come by working behind the scene. It will come when you build yourself in decision making. It will come when you include yourself into active politics. And that's what I did. I just got tired of complaining. I got tired of saying my tired is tired. You know, I got tired of being one of the people who would, rather sit down and say, oh, there's no light, or there's no water, or my people don't have good security, or there is no, our social vices are not intact. I just got tired of sitting down. I just think that the time is now for us to act. And you see, the truth is, if not now, it's another 8 years. If not now, that's one thing the youths don't realize. If not now, the next time you will ever have a chance again is another 8 years. 8 years of what? 8 years of going back into what you have been complaining about. Why not start now? Why not start now? You see, the one thing I am very sure this my movement would do is actually draw out well-meaning Nigerian youths, especially women, to be inclusive in active politics. And that's the way forward. That's the way forward.
You said something earlier on. My tired is tired. Let's take a look at River State, where you intend to be deputy governor, God willing. What is one thing that you're tired of in River State with the way it is already?
I have a lot of things, but one of the very basic things I would say is security. I think that what we are trying to propose is invest massively in social security. Because if no security, you cannot, the state cannot go on, businesses cannot go on. The state cannot flourish. Nothing can be done if there is no security. So first of all, I think security is paramount.
You're a brilliant young lady, but politics so far in Nigeria has not really favored the women. It's not me making this up or trying to sound sentimental. We don't have a single female governor. Do we have a female governor in the entire 36
Deputy
states?
governor, yeah.
We have deputy
Even at
governors,
that,
yes, but
you don't even know she's there.
yes. How do you intend to change this narrative if you get into office?
I don't intend to go in to be a puppet. I've never been one. I intend to go in to do the work I was wanting to do. I intend to go in to assist the governorship candidate with all of the ideas that he's bringing to the state. I don't think that when I say my tired is tired or time is now, it's to win and be another background figure. No. It's time to work, Daddy Freeze. It's time to work. And if nobody is working, I will work.
I love that.
I see a lot of people say, oh, why is it you? Why not me? Everybody who is supposed to be doing what I'm doing, where are they? Why not me? It's a lot of talk. It's a lot of do. It's a lot of so many things that we are worried about that we are not going about it the right way. And like I said, I'm just sick and tired of youths just sitting down in their chairs behind the comfort of their technology, typing about what should have been or what could have been or what is not right. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. And if they're not tired, then they can keep sitting down. But I'm tired of it, and I'm going to create a change.
Awesome.
Change.
Awesome. I want people to start asking questions. Guys, please start asking your questions. Of course, be very polite or I'll yank you out. I don't have any time for anybody here. Somebody says you are too young and you talk too much. What about you? You are too old and you can't talk for yourself. That's why you're hiding behind a keypad on social
Yeah.
media. You were
Don't talk
supposed to
too much
carry
that
go one
way you
corner and
cannot be
use do
empowered.
jollof rice. Please, 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 please. So please be respecting yourself and please respect Tonto Dike. She's not too young. And people who talk on social media express themselves. I talk a lot on social media.
It's the mentality they have. That's supposed to be a youth. That's the mentality they have. And
We are talking of a
you
serious
kind
thing.
of
See,
wonder
see what
how
somebody
would
is
this,
asking.
how would
What
the
position will
elderly
you
people
give
take you
Bob?
serious when they say that we are lazy youths? You think that they're joking? They see some things that they freeze. They see a lot of things. A youth will sit down there behind his cheap phone and say, "I'm too young to run."
Don't mind him. Please, we have an intelligent contribution here from Zayu White. What will you do for the educational sector of your state once you get into office? These are the kind of questions I want to be hearing, not what position will you give Bob if you get elected. What's that business with Bob? Oops, we lost Tonto. All right, let's try to see if we can get her back. Okay, awesome. Hi, Facebook people. Facebook people, where are my stars? Come, you guys have to send stars. It's not like yesterday that you were not sending stars. So we're waiting for Tonto to come and join us. I think her internet tripped. Hi, Henry. Hi, Bukola. How are you guys doing? So I'm bringing her back right here. Network. Okay. God bless you, Henry the Great. Acapella the Dawn. Bukola, how are you? So where is she? Apparently her network must have tripped off. Let me try and see if she's okay. Hey, sis. Someone said, I want to see her again. You would, by the grace of God. So guys, be a bit okay. She's trying to get back on. Just sent me a message. All right, so send her an invite. All right, Tonto, welcome back. Sorry, you tripped.
Yeah.
Okay, just before you left, somebody asked and said, what are your plans for the educational sector once you get elected into office? And I was saying, these are the kind of questions we want to hear, not what position will you give Bob and all those kind of things. You see the kind of...
I'm sorry. I think my it just entered into a filter. I'm trying to take it off the filter because it's distracting.
Okay.
Really distracting. Just a minute. Can I go off and come back again? Because
Sure,
it's very distracting.
sure.
Okay.
Hi, my beautiful Facebook people. Uh, it's gonna be quite a lot, so you guys need to be with us right here. Tonto DK is with us live. Oh, all right, so let me invite her back. Okay. All right, my darling. Awesome. So let's address that question. What are your plans for the educational sector should you come into office?
Okay. I'll just give a little bit bulletin point, so I don't go into strategies. But I think one of three things that we would be able to do is establish more schools, establishment of more schools, yes, and also promote computer literacy. Work infrastructure and bring innovative and bring educative innovative into this teaching system.
Awesome, 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 awesome. That is very key. Another question somebody asked, guys, I'm taking your questions. Ask your questions in the comment section, and I'm going to ask Tonto. As long as your question is sensible, I'm going to ask her. Someone said, "What is your plan regarding minimum wage?"
I um I will skip that question.
Okay. Another question is this one is coming from me because I had a house in Port Harcourt, an apartment in Port Harcourt for a long time. And one of the reasons why I moved my family from Port Harcourt was because of the black suit problem. I remember going to Port Harcourt, to where we stayed in Royal Avenue along Royal Avenue is off Peter Odili Road. And my son is very fair. He's almost white. And he was black from head to toe, covered in the suit. Also, we had a few family members and close friends have all sorts of cancers relating to the digestive tract, stomach cancer, colon cancer. So many people, at least 5 or 6 people I know, all came down with these kind of cancers. So the black suit is really a problem. Have you investigated to find out what is causing it and what are your plans as a government? Because obviously, in as much as I love Nyesom Wike, this is one regard that he has not been able to tackle. This is one issue that has outwitted him for the most. And you coming in as a young, beautiful lady, you don't want to leave 8 years later or 4 years later with stomach cancer or colon cancer or any of those cancers, or your whole body smeared with what. So the question is, have you investigated this, or this is something you want to dedicate some time to when you get into office? And if you
This is
have,
something definitely dedicate time because it affects the citizens of River State. It's something that we will investigate and actually tackle it accordingly
okay.
through the patient.
Okay. Another main issue in River State is oil bunkering. Oil bunkering has been a major economic saboteur because whatever percentage Nigeria is supposed to make as a country to service its economy is being filtered into a few pockets. What are your plans? How does your government intend to um, work on that?
We intend to pinpoint the loopholes and rectify it where it should be, where needed.
Hmm. So let me ask you: is there anything you would want to say? You would want to tell us about your plans for River State?
Okay. Yes, thank you very much for that opportunity. There are so many things that we look forward to doing for the people of River State. One of it is which is electricity. Okay, introducing blue system into the Port Harcourt for better electricity, because electricity it's like the focus point of our lives, our businesses, our day-to-day. We need that, and I tend to realize that we spend so much on our electricity more than we even make. Like I remember when I was running a business in Port Harcourt, I was spending so much on diesel. In fact, my dad has a hotel in Port Harcourt. He was spending so much on diesel and wasn't making back the profit that he was supposed to make because of poor electricity. So we intend to invest in solar energy to increase access to electricity on the roads, the streets, and the houses of Port Harcourt. Also, secondly, we also want the youth. Like I always say, it's something that I've always been saying, the inclusion of youth and women in active government. Yes. Also, we will also encourage local production to increase exports and support the growth of small businesses to reduce other dependence on oil, because we feel like oil is all we can depend on, but it is not just all we can depend on. We have so many things that we can depend on aside from oil. We are too dependent on oil, and that is why we get it wrong sometimes. We actually get it wrong. Like, I am a bona fide farmer. I'm a proud farmer, and I cannot tell you enough how proud I am to be a farmer and actually meeting needs and supplying daily needs. I'm into production, I'm into manufacturing. So there's so much more than oil that we need to introduce to people, and the youth actually have to know about it. Also, something that is really very important that we will introduce is better transportation system for easy movement of citizens, the goods, services, and rural to urban areas to meet off-takers. It is very important. After electricity, we need access to good roads and good transportation so that businesses can flourish. A state is not built by a man. A state is not built by the people who stay in it alone. It's built by their handiwork, what they do. So if their businesses are affected by basic amenities, the state would not grow. The state cannot grow. It's the same thing for a human being. Yes. A few of the things I might not be able to expatiate on them because they're strategic points in our campaign, our campaign, but these are just bulletin points to just show you some of the things that we actually want to
and
do.
I understand
also,
where
we
she's
would also establishing at least one innovative hubs in every local government where young talents can be discovered and be harnessed. It is very important because in today's world, we see that innovation has taken over the world. And we need to actually include and bring our youth together so that we can actually push them and harness this talent forward. Because we are very talented. We are really talented. The Rivers people are really talented. Nigerians are very talented. They just need a push. They just need someone to show them that this is, someone that cares, and an establishment that cares. Someone that really cares and can point them in the right direction, that can actually lead them in the right direction. And that's something that we're going to be bringing back into River State, which we used to have.
Of course, I'm sure the River State social life, which is one of the things I love the most about River State, having someone like you in office, I'm sure that will definitely be boosted. I'm sure tourism would be boosted. I'm sure The Actors Guild would benefit a lot from having you there. And I'm sure youths also would benefit a lot. So I'm actually encouraging you to go ahead and do. And I understand when you don't want to talk too much about your specific point so that your other colleagues will not quickly go and be writing it down and say, hey, this is what we are going
I'm
to do.
if you know politics, you know that I'm playing the game. It's not your time. It's not.
Mm, mm. So, what happens to your acting career when you are you going to go on a hiatus, or are you just going to I'm sure you can't be a deputy governor and act. I'm not sure you can combine the
If,
two.
if for now, I really would not say I did a lot. In that scene, it's not something that I was frequent there in the past few years. So, um, I know that an artist would always be an artist, but I just don't see myself as an actress anymore.
Mm,
But I can't take away the actor in me. I can't take away the entertainment in me. It's not something that's possible. But you just evolve. You want different things for yourself. I'm not saying that while I would just like I did a couple of I think two movies recently in the past year, one last year and one this year. I mean, not to say I can't do things like that, but be actively in the industry like I used to. It's not a possibility because first of all, it won't let me be a mom, and I can't jeopardize, I can't compromise that for anything in the world.
but
So,
politics is not easy. How are you going to be a mom with such a demanding political career?
well, I've always known that women are multitaskers. We multitask. That's one gift that God has given us. We are natural multitaskers. There's nothing that I have never set my heart to do. Daddy Freeze, I run 5 companies. I run 5 companies. I do not have a nanny. My boy is the healthiest. He's intelligent, he's attentive, he's well behaved, he's well dressed and well mannered. I am also, at least I don't look shabby outside. So I say that to say this, that I have so much on my plate already and I'm doing fantastic. I just I just know that I would do all right. I just know that I would do all right. It's not my fault. It's just my turn.
Awesome, awesome. I need to say this. You're a very talented actress, or should I say actor? You people like to call yourselves actors, um, but I must say you're very talented, and we already miss you, and we will continue to miss you. But it's up to you. It's your decision. If you want to change the world by being part of the political infrastructure of such a powerful economy as the economy of the river state, I'm definitely going to be behind you. I'm going to support you with everything I have, even though what I have is not much. Now, guys, I'm going to take a few more questions. Now, let me warn you, rude, sarcastic comments will just be blocked. Please, let's keep the energy in the house positive. So, what are your questions? Now, politics is a dirty game, Tonto, and
Yes, I
your
do.
opponents are going to mudsling. They go look at what's happening right now with Peter Obi and Tinubu, and then Tinubu does not. They say Tinubu does not have certificate, and then they say Obasanjo says something about Atiku. It's just very filthy, you know, and all this. And before Tinubu went into politics, I'm sure many of us did not know he had any issues with his certificates. But all of a sudden now, that's what the opposition party is using to fight him. And then on Atiku's camp, um, not many of us knew that OBJ, that Obasanjo had issues with him, but all that's out in the open. And then even Obasanjo himself is being harassed. So it's just a dirty game. How prepared are you for the mudslinging, the dirt? I'm sure you think you have experience from social media where there's a lot of mudslinging and a lot of nonsense back and forth, but can you really handle this on a political level?
Um, Daddy Freeze, like I said, I had 2 years to plan for this. And seriously, I don't think there's nothing I cannot handle. What do you want to tell me that I have done that I cannot tell you that I have done? You know, I can tell you I'm a proud divorced woman. So is that what you want to accuse me of? Or is that what you want to use to slander me? Or say that I love the man that's turned out to be a jack? Is that what you want to actually slander me with? What exactly do you feel like? It's something I don't. I'm white and black, truthfully. I'm white and black, and the truth is, I can take the heat as much as it comes. I might not be, the best, like I said, but I'm here, and I would do. So it doesn't matter what they threw at me. I know these things. They are all on the internet, right? They're the things on the internet. I mean, they want to go and manufacture a lie.
Oh, they will manufacture some lies.
They're all the go through already. So what exactly it is again? I would even tell you. I would, like I said, I'm proudly divorced. Proudly divorced. So what else do you want to insult me about?
Okay. One Okponu Pro Max, I pinned his comment, said, can Tonto pass a substance test? And I want to answer this. I'm not even going to let Tonto answer. Tonto has on several occasions asked the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency to come and test her.
I have in the past written to NDLE,
which we are all aware of.
Yeah, because I plan to work with them. I'm actually in works trying to work with them. And then that's not something that I'm scared of. You see, for me to say I'm coming out for this position, that is something that my opponents will use against me. And the truth is my blood is here. It's not easy. It's not hard. It's just to bring the right documents and I'll give you consent. That's it. I'm not scared of nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah.
All right, guys, more questions would be welcome instead of you turning this into an opportunity to catch cruise. We need...
Someone said news will fall out. I've never been an irresponsible woman.
Don't mind. That I even know about Tonto, because I remember you and I having a chat over something like that.
I've been that loose as a woman. Trust me.
Now, somebody's asking a question. Tonto, I remember you and I even had a discussion about that a while back with one picture that was trending then, when they tried to make it look like body parts were showing. Somebody's asked a question here that was making so much sense, and I just missed it. Corruption and fraud. Let's talk about that. How does your government plan to tackle that?
I'll skip it, but it's something that we have to tackle because it's something that's affected us as a country, not just only as a state. Our reputation is something that we would definitely handle.
Someone is saying, would you be able to relocate to Abuja with your son? Of course, that's the first thing. Did they tell anybody that? How hard is it to relocate? Is it not to enter aeroplane and go to Port Harcourt? Is it not? I think when they ask question, Sha, at the Keluna, when they ask question, the next thing when I go ask her, I say, Tonto, have you brushed your teeth today?
Most leaders, I get ashamed sometimes of the phrase. You know, I'm wired differently. I might be controversial, but I'm wired differently. I was brought up to be a leader. I've trained to be a leader. So sometimes when I see these comments, it don't hurt me. I just feel so sad for the country. I see, like, when will these ones grow up to even consider leadership? It's terrifying. It's terrifying.
They'll come and cry and say Nigeria is bad, and next thing they will run abroad.
I guess
I have a contribution here.
When they'll find their way, I can't even be. I can't deal. I can't.
Oops, wow, can I not click on more? I have a contribution here that says, I'm so proud of Tonto. Your journey is inspiring. I'm glad you are proud of who you are and you own up to it all. You will do well.
Yeah.
Everyone has a chance to change and you have grown. Courage. That's from Fair Sheun fair sunshine. All right. God bless you,
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you
guys.
so much.
Um, okay. So Shefumi has a question here. She says, "Did you say leadership? A lot will continue to be the way they are." I must say something. Our youth are not ready for what's coming.
And it's sad. It breaks my heart because these were the same people who put their life on the line to protest. These were the same people who had blood
Because
over them.
protest was fun.
It's I can't deal. I can't deal. I'm passionate about this country, and it's so irritating that you freeze. I cannot deal. These people are not ready. I'm not ready. And you see, I've sat down from afar and I've met Banky W for a very long time. Because I've seen his moves, I've seen his heart through his presentation, and I don't see anybody supporting him. Not even his friends. Not even his friends. Not even the people, his fans, that they say, okay, I'm his fan. I don't see that. And these are the people who sit there and say, oh, that Baba is a bad person, that one is a bad person. And you think that you can sit down there behind the keyboard and effect the change that you want to see. Please, aside the fact that we are not being included into decision and politics in Nigeria as youth, I don't think that 99% of the youth are ready. I don't think so. And like I said, it is very sad. Because they should be. If there is nothing for you to think about as a youth, go home to think about this today. That you would have, the next time you will have another chance to have a voice is in the next 8 years. So whatever position you let this election push you in or put us in is what will be in the next 8 years. And we can't change that.
All right, Tonto Dike, Weird MC is here. I'd like to bring her on to ask a question. What do you think about that?
That's fine.
All right, so Weird MC, I'm going to send you an invite so you can join us live. Okay, Weird MC official, our lovely first female rapper in Nigeria.
Someone said the system is controlled by women. That's what we're going to change. That's what we're about to change. What we're about. So, yeah. She
said she's in pajamas. Hi, Weird MC. How are you doing? Wear your pajamas, Joe, and come live.
I know her.
Yes, now. Weird MC is our Egbon in this industry.
I know.
I was in Ibadan back then, watching Weird MC on TV, saying Allen Avenue, Allen.
Long I saw her.
Yeah.
So long.
So Weird, please wear pajamas, wear face cap or something. Come and join us live. No slacking. Okay. More questions. Let me ask you a question right now. You know that Nigeria is globally renowned for election malpractices. How prepared is your party to deal with that level of drama? Because this is not about you not being prepared. This is about you not having the manifesto or the ideology and all that. But how are you going to play with these people that are going to buy ballots? They are going to run with ballots. They are going to kidnap ballots. How are you going to deal with that?
We are prepared for that. We are prepared for that. You see, ADC is very well structured in all the states, not just one state, in all the states in Nigeria. We're very well structured. And this election, I can assure you, would be different. Would be very different. We have put in so much into this aspect that you were talking about, and for me to say more is for me to divulge a lot. So I'll just stop at that. But there's so much work on that process for it not to happen.
Okay. A lot of people don't know your party. Please introduce your party to those people who do not know of it. So tell them about the symbol. Like we know APC is broom. What's your party symbol? So when people are coming out to vote for you, they should know what to look out for. We lost Tonto again. A second time. Network. Oh, network. Network is crazy. Let me see if I can bring her back. Okay. Yes, sorry, network was crazy.
Someone called my dad. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So, introduce your party to your guests. Many people don't know what your party icon is, what your party stands for. Just do a brief introduction about your party. Okay, my sister.
Okay. It's ADC, and ADC is the African Democratic Congress, and we stand with a handshake. That's our symbol, handshake. Being
Oh,
able to reach and identify with every group through a handshake.
how long has the party been in existence?
It's been in existence for over 6 years. 6 years.
Okay. Awesome. Um, everybody was talking about structure with regards to Peter Obi. Peter Obi does not have structure. Peter Obi might be the man of the people, but he does not have structure. Let's talk about party structure. Are you confident in the political structure of your party? Do you think you have what it takes to actually cover River State with regards to political structure?
Yes, I think so. Because when we were talking earlier, I said that we are well structured, and even if you look at how it goes, we are the third strongest party recognized. Yeah, so that's to tell you that we're well structured.
Okay. Now, another problem in River State is cultism. It's a major issue.
And you remember one of the first things I said about one of our bulletin points to bring into the government is that we have to invest massively in social security, and that's one of it.
You said so. You definitely said so. You
No, you come
definitely.
back, then it freeze. I know what I'm doing. People expect me to blah 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 blah. I know what I'm doing. If I say invest massively in social protection, I don't need to go into all of those angles because I'm giving my strategy out. But that's it. If I say I want to go into education, we're doing education. We're doing so much more than what I'm saying. It's not yet time to. It's not yet time to be very vocal about all of these things because politics is strategy. And that's what a lot of people might not know. So, my darlings, no, it's not as if I do not want to say anything. It's not as if I don't want to talk. But I have to be very strategic with how I release my information.
Absolutely.
Cultism, yes, it's part of one of the social securities we're talking about.
Okay, so two more questions, guys. I'm going to allow you two more questions, and then we're going to allow Tonto go and rest. I'm just going to gist with her for a few minutes. So, any more questions, guys? Someone said people they copy strategy. Absolutely, you don't want your strategy out there.
Of course.
Yeah, people they copy strategy now their work.
Put that one out there, we will take two. So it's the same thing. If you see a
Okay,
beautiful
someone said
strategy out there, you
tourism
take it.
sector. Tonto, have you talked about tourism? If the answer is yes, please
Yeah, I think I
go.
touched it in one of my bulletin
Yes, and
points.
somebody said, she's reading notes.
That
She's
should put
written these
the
things down. Let
strategy.
her read them so they can read them. They can jolt her memory. Now, maybe she write them. Now you write them for her. When they yarn nonsense, sometimes like make I enter this phone, begin they conk on her head. As when I know they think.
That freeze. I think this is the time. You see, I have made up my mind to ignore the people who I should necessarily be, attacking back. They don't matter. Those ones don't matter. We need to forge ahead with people who matter. You see, we get stuck too much reading the negative. There's so many beautiful comments. Read the bad ones and throw them away. Even reading the comments out is even giving them an applause that you even recognize them and see that. We don't, and we do not want to. It's not. It's not an insult, but this movement is not one to be clouded with negativity. So leave the negative people behind. They would never get it. They would never get it. These are the people who are still waiting for hand-me-downs and waiting. They will give me for me to vote, or which we done. We passed the stage at the phrase. We've passed it.
Let's talk about the grassroots. How are you involved at the grassroots stage of your state, and how are you making sure your campaign gets to the grassroots?
We are about to start that by next week. Next week is where we go into Port Harcourt for the first time after the announcement, and I have been getting involved in my grassroots for a while now, and yeah, I just believe that if come next week. Come next week, we'll see.
Okay. Okay. I don't have any more questions. Like you said, let's watch this space.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
It was a very good question, but I couldn't. I didn't take it.
What question was that?
I didn't finish reading it, but it sounded very intelligent.
Yes, sadly, what was the question about so I can scroll to it?
I can't remember, but I saw it before my eyes could go again to read. It just went off. And I do not know how to scroll back to I don't know how to scroll up and down to get it. Mine is not scrolling.
Yes. I'm trying to check it and I can't see it myself.
Yeah. I was trying to read it and I said, let me quickly go and read the person's name who said it so I don't forget. But it just went.
I'll have just, next time, just mention it to me. I'll just pin the question.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at it.
Okay, guys, so re-ask your questions again, just in case you're one of those, because I'm about to close the session. Tonto, I'm very proud of you. All those sitting on their fannies making noise, she's coming here, she's not. Let me tell you, are like your father and mother. They sat down and kept quiet and gossiped in their parlor while they were eating eba and picking beans. We're in this situation. Your mother never got up to take part in politics. All she did was sit down with your father and pick beans. The beans you eat. And now they don't even have beans to pick because the politicians are busy sharing the beans. And they are crying that they don't have beans. That's the story of Nigeria. Nigeria is a country where a human being will pray to God and then will go and lie at the border of a country so they can get into that country, go and cook up all sorts of lies, and then they will manage and get into that country illegally, and they will raise their hand and say, thank you, Lord, for answering my prayers. Now, so God did take answer prayers. You see, We moan and groan. Is this how the Canadians grew their country? Do you think the Canadians sat down and came on Twitter and Instagram and laughed at their political candidates and
You see what's happening in America today? For any law to be passed, just for any law to be passed, they I don't even want to say because it might contradict our our religion and everything here in Nigeria, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
You see
now.
the demonstration, the outpour, you see people coming out to stick for their rights and saying this is what I want. It's well, we'll keep praying for the youths of Nigeria. We will, because we need to move forward and we need them to move forward. Even when we say, ignore the ones who are ignorant, it's still sad that they are, and we can't really ignore them, because if we ignore them, we are creating so much problem for ourselves. We're creating so much problems for ourselves.
I want to
Because the
pin a
ignorant
comment.
ones will always be a stampede to greatness. And we need to eliminate ignorance. We really need to. So
I just pinned a comment. Daddy Freeze, you talk too much, from Maxwell or Sai Luzi. My problem with people like this, is not him. It's those that gathered when he was 8 days old to celebrate a child coming to this world with naming ceremony. I want to go and look for them one by one and tear them better conk.
I tell you that some people would never get it. Some people would never get it. Honestly. These are people who naturally we cannot even stand in your face to say a word. Sometimes they even tremble when they're greeting you.
Yes,
I've literally seen a hater who has done so much harm on Instagram, but when she came, she was shaking like I passed my neighbor generator. That's and I'm like, by the time she said, "Oh, this is my page," I now went and I saw that I had blocked her. Means she had done something wrong. I'm like, you see what? These people can't even face you, but because
they are bold online. They have mind. Social media warriors.
I just I think they should be ignored. That is phrase. They should be ignored.
All right. So on a final note, what do you have to say to your fans? And thank you so much for joining us tonight. What do you have to say?
First of all, I would like to say thank you to everybody. The reception has been overwhelming by my political elders and different parties, and also my colleagues, my friends, my fans most especially, and even just strangers. It's been so overwhelming. The support, the love, I cannot thank you enough. And the truth is, no matter how we look at it, we cannot do this without you. We cannot do this without you. And I'd like to just urge well-meaning Nigerians, youths, especially women, for you to want to see the change, you have to be the change. For you to want to dream of a better Nigeria, you have to first of all think of how to make Nigeria great. And you can't think about it on Instagram. You can't think about it sitting on your desk. You only can think about it being in active politics. That's the only way you can change Nigeria. That's the only way you can effect change. That's the only way anything that you can say can even be considered. It's not about, yes, it all generated from social media, where we were complaining, or where we were, where we were angry, when we created the enough is enough, our tired is tired, our mumu, we don't move finish. It started there. It's a good one, but it doesn't have to end there. Because if it ends there, it just becomes noise. And these people see us like they will just come and make noise on Instagram and go. Forget it, just leave them. Not be rally they want to. Make them do rally, like 2 days, 3 days, they will finish. It go end for a year. But none of them would walk in to be active in politics. They know this. And that's the jinx I want us to break. And also I emphasize so much on women because I believe so much in women. I believe that women can push and make this country greater than it is. I believe that these women can catapult the country from the situation that we are now into the future that we want to see as Nigerians. I do believe that. But I also believe that these women are too scared to come out because of what people are doing to me today. Oh, can she do it? Oh, she don't do this. Oh, she don't do it. Who cares? Is it your divorce? Who cares? Politics is not about my personal life. Politics is not about your personal life. Who cares about that? Daddy Freeze, do you know half these people's closet? What is in their closet? Do you know half of it?
Some of them husband just flog them finish for house. They call social media, they form James Bond.
I told somebody recently, I said, look, I would not be that woman where that they would say, you know what, oh, you have to stick to a particular kind of tradition, or this is how a Nigerian woman should be, or but because I want people to respect me, I have to be under this certain kind of situation. I won't be part of that. I won't be part of that. And I would not let anybody, as long as you're born of a woman, try to put me under the bus because you think that I have made mistakes. I've made mistakes and I can own it. I will even count them for you. I will tell you where you missed the gist, I will give you the correct one. So I say this because I want women to be stronger than their fears. The world have boxed us into a corner far too long. Far too long. Daddy Freeze, if you think I didn't sit down to think about all these things, people are going to talk. I sat down to think about it. I'm like, my son is already grown up. Do I want to reopen all of these old wounds because I want to rule? Do I want to open all these old wounds because I have a passion for my country and I want to rule my state into the right pattern that I think is good for them? I said to myself, yes, because they are my mistakes, not yours. I can talk about them freely and happily. And you see that the truth is I have motivated more women with my failures than I have with my success. I have motivated billions more with my failure than my success. My success has not done anything for anybody. My success has only gotten me cars, has only gotten me things, beautiful things that I want. But my failures, I have seen women cry to me in my DM and tell me how strong they are. I've seen women cry to me and tell me how much the way I take care of my son inspires them. I don't take that for granted, so I don't care. I don't care. These are the little things I would never take for granted, and that's why nobody's opinion would ever matter. Daddy Freeze, this is change, and we are going for change. You don't have to like it. It is not my fault, but my turn, and that's what I always say. It is time for the youth to stand up, and we need to do it. Whether you like me or not, it is time. It is time. And I urge more people, more youth to stand up. We can do it. We can do it. It is the only thing that has been constant in life is change. The only thing that has been constant in this life is change. And why do you think we cannot achieve change? Why do they think we can't achieve change? It is so heartbreaking. It is so heartbreaking. Because I know that we can. I know that we can. We can. We can. We can. We have youth who think about this country. We have youth who love this country. We do. We do. And all you just want is a chance. It's a chance. And I think that we will get that chance, that phrase. And that is why I say the negativity right now would never matter. On God, it would never matter. Because the dream is long. It doesn't just stop here. It doesn't just stop here. It's long. It's really long. I hope for a better tomorrow, and I hope for change. Yeah.
Amen. I'm proud of you, sis. Someone here is tired of being comfortable in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
So they've decided to become uncomfortable in their comfort zone. And the moment you become uncomfortable in your comfort zone, you can start pushing for this change. And it starts with a mindset. Push in your mind. Then it starts with a few actions. Push in your words. Push in taking a few strategic steps. And then the bigger steps will follow. If you want to if you want to go to the UK, for instance, you are going to take a big step by getting on a plane. But you're also going to take a little step by having your shower. Because you're going to the airport. Packing a bag. Wearing your shoe. Carrying your passport. Those are little steps. But without those little steps, you can't get to the airport and they say, where's your passport? I forgot it at home. You're not ready. It all starts with the little steps that inspire the big steps. And sometimes the little steps can just be, I want to go abroad. Let me call my ticket agent to buy a ticket. Little steps. We all need to start taking those little steps in our minds. Are we tired? Are we truly sick and tired of being sick and tired? Or are we just sick and tired, but we can tolerate being sick and tired? Um, it's on you. How far can you tolerate the mess? Uh, One of the reasons why people didn't take me seriously when I first started preaching was they never came and said, Daddy Freeze, this Bible you are preaching, here's another angle. They don't even know the Bible. They'll say, you go and fix your home first before you come and start preaching to us. And I'm wondering, the Samaritan woman in John chapter 4, who had gone through 5 husbands and was staying with the 6th one, or was even the 5th one she was staying with. And Christ didn't care about whether she had had 5 husbands or not. He used her to bring a whole town to him. Many of you worry about people's personal issues. Oh, she's a divorcee. Oh, she got involved in this. Oh, she's this, is that. Don't forget Donald Trump was a divorcee. Donald Trump was one of the most scandalous human beings to ever live the earth. You might not like him.
I think it's only in when I say Nigeria or Africa that controversy is seen as, oh, that's the only thing you can actually afford.
I remember somebody coming to me.
Just part of my life, just like eating is another part of my life, just like dressing up, just like going out, just like working. You know, we have different aspects of our lives, and we can flourish in so many other ways if you consider one way you feel.
Let me tell you a story, Tonto. When I first started my campaign, how much was I charging then? 50K. And one guy wanted to run a campaign with me. I think he paid maybe 200K for a week back then. And then he withdrew his campaign, said, no, Daddy Freeze, you are too controversial. I said, yeah, but all around the world, controversy sells. I don't see why you're seeing that as a bad thing. No. You are too controversial. Controversy does not sell. Blah, 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 blah. So he didn't run the campaign with me. 2 days ago, he called me. As I see him call, I don't know, say, I war. He said, Daddy Freeze, I need this. I just sent him my bill straight, bruh. Oh, wow. You are so expensive. I said, no, I'm not expensive. You can't afford me. He said, what do I mean? Did he not patronize me in the past? I said, you patronized me in the past before controversy blew me to where I am now. You could afford me in the past before I became controversial. Now that I'm controversial, I'm a bit out of your league. And Daddy Freeze, you give me a discount. I said, no problem. What he wanted was something worth $1.5 million. I said, I'll give him 1,500 naira discount. That I should pay the remaining. Out of 1.5 million, I said, just pay. I dash you 1,500 naira. Use it to buy ice cream for your child. The remaining, don't pay it. If you don't pay it, don't call me. In fact, I'm going to send you a bill for this phone conversation because me talking to you on the phone is 250. He said, I said, you did not know. If you had supported me when I was nothing, today I'll be willing to look at you and give you a 50% discount and say, okay, instead of this 1.5 million, bring 750K. I will cut it in the middle for you. But you threw me away and went to support other people, and then now you want me to give you discount. That 1,500 naira I even try for you. So, guys, controversy is not necessarily a bad thing. Tonto Dike can get access to people that many of your politicians will have to pay to get access to. Tonto Dike can reach the grassroots. Support her with your ideas. If you truly love her, support her with your ideas. Support her with your money.
And where are the people without controversy? Why are they not?
Do you understand? Even the Tinubu and the Peter Obi and they're all controversial.
Why don't they love you enough to want to create change for you? The ones that don't have controversy.
Is it Tinubu that is not controversial? Is it Atiku that is not controversial? Is it Peter Obi that is not controversial?
The people who matter won't go there. They won't go there. I don't want anybody to drag us back into or drag us.
Let's go. Look at what somebody said here.
Negativity.
Tonto is only. I'm going to block this person.
Away from negativity. I'm very intentional about it. So
yes,
I try not to give them focus. I would rather read more encouraging messages.
Yes, let me block Efosa.
Because
Ogioni. Let me just block the person. I won't even read their message. I'll just block them.
Those who actually comment very lovely comments, they get upset too sometimes when you just don't recognize them. All you see is the bad one. One bad one out of the 50, and that's the one you pick up to even reply. You know, there's so many lovely comments here, and I see them. There's so much support here, and I see them. So, yeah.
Okay, guys. Let's support our sister. You want a young person in power. If Tonto is deputy governor, I can call her any time of the day I want. If you want change in River State, it is something that I can. All you need to do is get in touch with me, and I just say, Your Excellency, Deputy Governor, please help us look into this matter. Look into this matter. Look into this matter. She's right there. You want to have somebody you have access to. Tonto is not the kind of person that distances herself from her constituents. She's not the kind of person that is unreachable or puts herself in a position where you cannot relate with her. Take advantage of that, Nigeria. Take advantage of the fact that she's young, she's a youth. Take advantage of the fact that she has clout that can be transformed. Physics says energy cannot be destroyed, can only be transferred. Tonto has a type of energy that can be transferred to other sectors, and it can be harnessed for the good of not just her campaign, but for River State as a whole. Tonto is someone I respect and love, and I promise to support in every way I can. And if there are any ways I think she's not doing well, phone call, text message, WhatsApp would bridge that gap. Thank you so much, Tonto DK, for joining us. We wish you well. All of you shouting girl power are the same people that will come and bash her. So you shout girl power, you bash her, then the man comes there, then you go and be shouting to the man, girl power, when you had a girl that you could have supported. So you guys need to step up your game. Tonto, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh, somebody needs blocking. Said block me. Wait. Let me block this cow. Royal Prince 01. If you go in their village now, you go see her sitting outside. They chop granite with his skin, because if he peel the skin, the granite no go belle full am. Don't mind them. They come and say block me. I don't even go block you. I go wait till I go do be say I go put something for your body. You go dey waka with them every day. It go be like rucksack for your back.
Daddy, please.
Person with Royal Prince. I won't follow you. Make I see where they go safe. If you get 10 followers like that, you know they see these people. As in him and poverty, they do daily discussion. They hold family meeting with poverty.
Leave them.
No. This one don't chop blocking. Now rapture. Maybe you be Christian, Abi. I won't give you taste of rapture. You just rapture. Wow.
Hey, please, there's something that happened recently. It's been occurring, but I just used that as a, like, to put one. There's something that happened recently. There's a friend of mine, was so used to each other, and we were. I think one of us was upset with one another, and it went back and forth with one of us not replying. You see that silence treatment. You see that silence, that's not replying, not even making me believe that I exist. It's very painful. In other words, when you ignore someone, it's so much painful than replying them and giving them a pleasure of replying back. And going home to say, you know what, I exchanged words with that person, I did that. I realized all of that. I mean, I love a good woto on a good day, but That has to be left behind. And
Some people are just not worth it.
so are the people.
Hmm.
So are the people.
I get you
So
totally. Some people are just not worth it. And that guy is not worth it, so he has been raptured. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining, and big shout out to you, Tonto DK. Love you, load sister, and yes, girl power. Let's support our women.
thank you very much, Daddy Fish. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Facebook, for not sending me any stars. Thank you, TikTok. So I'm ending the live now. Title is, I'm going to post it, Tonto DK, while I'm why I joined politics. And why I'm running for deputy governor of Rivers State under ADC. Awesome. So do take care of yourselves, guys. It's going to be available. The full video would be available very soon. Take care, guys.